Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Here, we explore the fascinating world of science, from the mysteries of the universe to the wonders of everyday life. Sit back, relax, and let's discover something amazing together. Today, I would like to take you on a quiet journey through 10 chapters that explore one central idea: the steady, harmonious rhythm of nature and what it teaches us about our own lives. From the vastness of the ocean and the silence of the night sky to the patience of mountains, rivers, forests, and living creatures, each chapter reflects a different aspect of the natural world. Together, they reveal a powerful message: nature does not rush. Yet everything is accomplished. By observing its cycles, balance, and persistence, we can rediscover calmness, perspective, and a deeper sense of connection. Let us begin this journey by slowing down and listening to what nature has been quietly teaching us all along. Modern life moves quickly, and you feel it in the quiet moments most of all. Notifications glow long after sunset, thoughts continue circling when your body is already tired, and sleep sometimes feels just slightly out of reach. Your mind stays bright even when the room is dark. Yet your body was not designed for constant urgency. It was shaped by sunlight that slowly rises, by evenings that fade gently into night, by seasons that change without announcement. Long before screens and schedules, your nervous system learned its rhythm from the earth. When daylight softened, melatonin rose. When darkness settled, rest followed. Nature never rushed the process. It unfolded gradually, patiently, without pressure. And somewhere beneath modern noise, your body still remembers that pace. Studies in environmental psychology show that even brief exposure to natural scenes, trees, ocean waves, open skies, can lower heart rate and reduce stress. Hospitals have found that patients with windows facing greenery often recover more smoothly than those facing walls. Your system responds to nature almost instinctively, as if recognizing something familiar and safe. Forests grow tree by tree over decades. Mountains rise through movements too slow for human eyes. Tides answer the moon in steady repetition. Nothing hurries, yet everything progresses. When you imagine a quiet field at dusk or the soft rhythm of waves touching the shore, your breathing slows without effort. The world does not need your worry to keep turning. The earth continues its gentle rotation. Night arrives exactly on time. The seasons change in order. Nature does not rush, and for this moment, you do not have to rush either. When you look closely at the earth, you begin to notice something comforting. Nothing in nature rushes, yet everything is completed. The planet turns steadily on its axis, creating the quiet exchange between day and night. Morning does not burst open all at once. It lightens gradually, as if the sky is carefully unfolding a pale blue curtain. Evening does not collapse into darkness. It dims in layers, gold fading to violet, violet dissolving into deep indigo. This steady rotation has continued for billions of years without missing a single sunrise. You do not have to manage it. You do not have to hurry it along. Then there are the seasons, moving in patient cycles. Spring does not demand that flowers bloom in a single afternoon. Buds form slowly, almost shyly, before opening. Summer ripens fruit at its own deliberate pace. Autumn releases leaves one by one, never all at once, as if the trees understand that letting go can be gradual. Winter rests. Beneath frozen soil, roots remain alive, waiting without panic for warmth to return. Each season trusts the next. There is no anxiety about being left behind. Even the growth of a single tree is a lesson in quiet persistence. Year after year, it adds thin rings beneath its bark, invisible from the outside. If you were to stand beside it every day, you would not see it growing. Yet over time, it rises taller, stronger, deeper rooted. Progress in nature is rarely dramatic. It is subtle, consistent, almost invisible in the short term. And still, it happens. Scientists who study plant biology explain that growth depends on light, water, and time, three elements that cannot be forced. Too much water harms the roots. Too much sunlight can scorch young leaves. Balance is essential. The same is true for you. When you try to compress everything into urgency, your system strains. But when you allow yourself measured effort and rest, you align more closely with the rhythm that surrounds you. Consider the moon's quiet influence. Its gravitational pull guides the ocean tides with remarkable regularity. The water rises and falls in predictable cycles, responding to a distant celestial body without confusion. There is harmony between Earth and Moon, a relationship built on steady repetition rather than sudden change. The tides do not question their timing. They simply move. This harmony extends to ecosystems. Forests balance oxygen and carbon dioxide through photosynthesis. Rivers carry nutrients from mountains to plains. Clouds gather moisture from the sea and release it as rain over land. Each system supports another. Nothing exists in isolation, and none of it operates in haste. When you imagine these rhythms, the turning earth, the cycling seasons, the steady growth of trees, you may notice your own breathing begin to match that tempo. Inhale slowly, like the rise of a tide. Exhale gently, like water retreating to shore. Your body responds to patterns of steadiness. Your heart prefers consistency over chaos. Modern schedules often compress time into tight segments, minutes counted, deadlines approaching, reminders chiming. But the natural world measures time differently. It measures in dawns and dusks, in migrations and blossoms, in erosion and renewal. A mountain does not measure its worth by productivity. A river does not rush to prove its importance. They simply continue, shaped by forces that operate gradually and persistently. There is a quiet freedom in remembering this. You are not separate from these cycles. Your body follows circadian rhythms tied to light and darkness. Your energy rises and falls throughout the day. Even your emotions move in waves rather than straight lines. Expecting constant intensity is like expecting summer to last all year. It contradicts the design of living systems. Nature's slowness is not laziness. It is precision. Seeds germinate at the right temperature. Animals migrate when conditions shift. Leaves fall when daylight shortens. Everything responds to cues, not pressure. The harmony comes from listening rather than forcing. And so, as you rest tonight, you can allow yourself to adopt that same gentleness. You do not need to bloom instantly. You do not need to solve everything before morning. Growth can be quiet. Progress can be slow. The earth will continue turning at its measured speed, carrying you through the dark hours toward another dawn. Nature does not hurry, yet nothing is left undone. In that steady harmony, you are invited to slow down too. When you picture the ocean, you may first imagine its size. It covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, stretching far beyond what your eyes could ever hold at once. Standing at the shoreline, you see only a thin line where water meets sky. Yet you know that beyond that horizon lies an immense, continuous body of water connecting continents. There is something humbling in that thought. The world is larger than your worries. The surface of the sea rarely stays still. Waves rise and fall in gentle repetition, shaped by wind and gravity. They are not hurried. Each one forms, travels, and dissolves back into the whole. The sound they create, steady, rhythmic, soft, has been studied for its calming effect on the human nervous system. Researchers have found that natural water sounds can reduce stress and promote relaxation by encouraging slower breathing patterns. When you listen to waves, your breath often begins to mirror their motion without effort. Beneath that shifting surface lies an even quieter world. As you descend deeper into the ocean, sunlight fades. Colors soften into shades of blue, then into near darkness. And yet, life continues there. Some deep-sea creatures produce their own light through a process called bioluminescence. Tiny organisms glow in the dark water, creating small flashes of blue or green. This gentle light is not loud or blinding. It is subtle, like distant stars drifting underwater. There is a strange comfort in knowing that even in darkness, life finds a way to shine softly. The ocean also moves in vast, slow currents that travel across the globe. These currents distribute heat from the equator toward the poles, helping regulate Earth's climate. They do not rush, yet they influence weather systems, temperatures, and ecosystems worldwide. Much of this movement is invisible from above. You stand at the shore and see only waves, unaware of the massive rivers of water flowing silently beneath. In that way, the ocean reminds you that not all movement must be visible to be meaningful. Not all progress must be dramatic. When you imagine yourself sitting near the water at dusk, the air feels cooler against your skin. The horizon stretches wide and uninterrupted. There are no walls, no ceilings, just open space. Your thoughts, which may have felt crowded earlier, begin to expand. Problems that seemed overwhelming in a small room appear smaller beneath such a vast sky. You are reminded of proportion. At the same time, there is a sense of safety. The ocean has repeated this rhythm for millions of years. Tides rise and fall with remarkable predictability, guided by the moon's gravitational pull. The water withdraws and returns, like a slow breath shared between earth and sky. This steady pattern has continued long before you were here and will continue long after. There is reassurance in that continuity. Even marine life follows natural rhythms. Many species migrate seasonally through ocean currents. Coral reefs grow slowly, building intricate structures over decades and centuries. Plankton drift in gentle currents, forming the base of complex food webs. The entire system functions through balance rather than speed. If you think of the ocean at night, when the shoreline is nearly empty and the world feels quieter, the sound of waves can seem almost protective. Each swell arrives, touches the sand, and retreats, as if keeping watch. There is no urgency in the water's voice. Only repetition. Only steadiness. Your body responds to this kind of environment in subtle ways. Open horizons can reduce feelings of confinement. Natural sounds can lower cortisol levels. The expansive view of sea and sky may even encourage a sense of awe, a feeling linked in psychological research to reduce stress and increased well-being. Awe does not overwhelm, it gently shifts perspective. When you allow yourself to rest in the image of the ocean, you may feel small, but not insignificant. Small in a way that is freeing. Your daily concerns become a small ripple within something vast and enduring. The ocean does not dismiss your feelings, but it places them within a larger frame. And so tonight, imagine the steady rise and fall of waves beneath a dimming sky. Imagine the quiet glow of distant marine life beneath the surface. Imagine currents moving slowly, purposefully, without noise. The ocean does not rush, yet it shapes coastlines, regulates climate, and sustains life. It teaches you that calm persistence can be powerful. It reminds you that vastness can coexist with safety. And as you listen inwardly to that steady rhythm, you may find your own breathing softening, matching the patient tide. When night arrives and artificial lights fade, the sky reveals something extraordinary. You look upward and see points of light scattered across a dark canvas. At first they seem small, almost delicate. But each star you see is immense, many of them far larger than the sun that warms your days. The quiet brilliance above you is not fragile at all. It is powerful, ancient, and steady. On a clear night far from city lights, thousands of stars become visible to the naked eye. Beyond what you can see, there are billions more within your own galaxy alone. Astronomers estimate that the Milky Way contains hundreds of billions of stars, and the observable universe contains billions of galaxies. The numbers are almost impossible to fully grasp, yet you do not need to calculate them to feel their presence. Simply knowing they exist is enough to shift something inside you. The light reaching your eyes tonight has traveled an extraordinary distance. Some stars are so far away that their light began its journey years, even centuries ago. When you look at them, you are seeing the past. The star may have changed since that light first set out across space, but the beam continued patiently, crossing vast darkness until it touched your vision. There is something deeply calming about that steady travel, light moving quietly for years without interruption. Space itself is mostly silent, without air to carry sound waves. The universe is not filled with noise. It is a place of profound stillness. Planets orbit stars. Moons circle planets. Galaxies rotate slowly over unimaginable spans of time. These movements are precise and predictable, governed by gravity rather than urgency. Nothing rushes. Nothing panics. Celestial bodies follow their paths with remarkable consistency. When you stand beneath the night sky, your personal concerns can feel smaller, not because they are unimportant, but because they are part of something much larger. Psychologists describe this feeling as awe. Awe expands perception. It gently reminds you that you are connected to a wider reality beyond your daily routines. Studies suggest that experiencing awe can reduce stress and increase feelings of well-being. Looking at the stars is one of the simplest ways to encounter it. The darkness of the night sky is not empty. It is full of distance, possibility, and quiet energy. Even the darkness between stars contains particles and radiation. Subtle traces of cosmic history. The universe is not chaotic in the way modern life sometimes feels. It operates according to physical laws that have remained consistent for billions of years. Gravity pulls. Light travels. Matter forms and transforms. You may imagine yourself lying on cool grass, the ground steady beneath you. The air feels crisp. Above, constellations form familiar shapes, patterns humans have traced for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations used the stars to navigate oceans and deserts. Farmers once relied on their positions to guide planting seasons. The sky has always been both a map and a storybook. There is comfort in continuity. The same moon that rises tonight rose for people centuries ago. The same constellations watched over travelers long before modern cities existed. Though technology has changed your environment, the sky remains largely the same. It offers a sense of permanence in a rapidly shifting world. At the same time, the universe is dynamic. Stars are born from clouds of gas and dust. Others reach the end of their life cycles and fade. These processes unfold over millions or billions of years. Change exists, but it is gradual, woven into long arcs of time. Nothing ends abruptly on a cosmic scale. Transformation is part of the design. When you allow yourself to gaze upward, even in imagination, you may notice your breathing deepen. The open expanse above removes the feeling of confinement. Your thoughts stretch outward, becoming less tangled. The mind seems to find room to settle when given a horizon that has no edge. You are, in a literal sense, made of the same elements forged in ancient stars. Carbon, oxygen, and other atoms within your body were once created in stellar cores. The connection between you and the universe is not poetic alone. It is physical. You belong to this vast system. You are not separate from it. And so, as night surrounds you, consider the quiet patience of the cosmos. Light travels for years without complaint. Planets follow steady orbits without hesitation. Galaxies rotate in slow harmony. The universe does not hurry, yet it expands. It does not demand urgency, yet it continues. Beneath this immense sky, your worries soften in scale. You are small, yes, but safely held within something vast, orderly, and enduring. When you step into a forest, you enter more than a space filled with trees. You enter a living network that functions quietly beneath your awareness. Trees do not stand alone as they appear to. Beneath the soil, their roots intertwine and connect through vast underground systems. Through these root networks, trees can exchange nutrients and chemical signals, supporting one another in subtle, remarkable ways. What seems silent above ground is, in truth, active and cooperative below it. The forest also speaks in gentle sounds rather than loud declarations. Wind moves through branches with a soft rushing whisper. Leaves brush against one another in delicate rhythms. Insects hum, click, and vibrate in the background. These sounds are not chaotic, they form a layered, natural harmony. Unlike the sharp noise of cities, forest sounds are irregular yet soothing, allowing the mind to relax instead of remain alert. The air itself feels different. Trees release moisture and natural compounds that create a cooler, fresher atmosphere. Breathing in this air often feels deeper and easier. Many people notice that their shoulders loosen, their heartbeat steadies, and their thoughts slow down when surrounded by dense greenery. The body responds instinctively to this environment, as if recognizing a familiar and safe setting. Though the forest appears calm, it is never inactive. Growth continues in every direction, roots extending, leaves unfolding, insects building, microorganisms breaking down fallen matter. Life circulates constantly. Yet this activity is not hurried. It unfolds gradually, persistently, without urgency. Nature in the forest demonstrates a powerful balance, continuous motion paired with visible stillness. Nothing demands attention, yet everything contributes. The forest thrives not through sudden bursts, but through steady, enduring processes. In its quiet way, it shows that strength does not always need to be loud. Sometimes it is patient, interconnected, and sustained over time. Nature does not rush its creations. Mountains, which appear immovable and eternal, were shaped over millions of years. Tectonic plates pressed slowly against one another, lifting layers of rock upward bit by bit. What now stands tall against the sky is the result of pressure applied steadily across unimaginable stretches of time. Strength, in this case, was not sudden, it was accumulated. Rivers offer another quiet lesson. A river does not carve a valley in a single surge. Instead, it flows continuously, day after day, year after year. The water moves around stone, over stone, and eventually through stone. Its persistence reshapes entire landscapes. What seems soft and fluid becomes powerful through repetition. The valley exists because the river did not stop. Coral reefs grow even more slowly. Tiny coral polyps build delicate skeletons layer by layer beneath the sea. Each addition is small, almost invisible on its own. Yet across decades and centuries, these fragile organisms create vast underwater structures that support entire ecosystems. Something minute, repeated patiently, becomes monumental. These natural processes reveal a shared principle. Transformation rarely happens all at once. Time is an essential partner in creation. Endurance, not speed, shapes the world. Mountains rise, valleys deepen, reefs expand, not through haste, but through steady continuation. There is reassurance in this rhythm. Growth does not need to be dramatic to be meaningful. Progress can be gradual and still powerful. Nature demonstrates that lasting change often comes from persistence sustained over time. In its patience, it teaches that consistency, quiet, repeated effort, can shape even the strongest stone. In the natural world, animals move according to rhythms older than memory. Many species hibernate when winter arrives. As temperatures drop and food becomes scarce, their bodies slow, heart rate decreases, breathing softens, and energy is carefully preserved. This is not weakness, but adaptation. Rest becomes a strategy for survival, aligned with the changing season. Birds follow a different rhythm. When daylight shifts and the air cools, they migrate across vast distances. Guided by instinct, magnetic fields, and the position of the sun, they travel thousands of kilometers to find warmer climates. Their journeys are timed with remarkable precision. They do not question the season, they respond to it. Across land and sea, countless species follow internal biological clocks. Feeding, mating, resting, and moving all occur in patterns shaped by light, temperature, and environmental cycles. These natural circadian rhythms keep ecosystems balanced. Activity rises and falls like a steady pulse shared among living beings. Humans, too, carry this rhythm within their bodies. Your sleep-wake cycle responds to light. Hormones rise and fall across the day. Energy peaks and gently declines. Though modern life can blur these signals, the underlying patterns remain. You are not separate from nature's timing, you are woven into it. When you notice your need for rest, movement, or renewal, you are responding to the same fundamental cycles that guide animals across continents and through seasons. The world breathes in patterns of expansion and stillness, action and recovery. Within that steady rhythm, you also move, part of a vast, interconnected flow of life. Nature has a quiet way of signaling safety to the human body. Natural sounds, such as wind moving through trees, flowing water, or distant birdsong, tend to soften mental tension. Unlike sudden mechanical noise, these sounds are patterned yet gentle. The brain does not interpret them as threats, so it allows the nervous system to relax. Heart rate can steady, muscles loosen, and breathing becomes more even. The color green, so present in forests and fields, also plays a calming role. Studies suggest that exposure to greenery can reduce visual fatigue and mental strain. The eyes adjust comfortably to natural shades, and the brain responds with decreased stress signals. Green landscapes often feel open and balanced, giving the mind space to settle rather than remain overstimulated. Breathing deeply in a natural environment enhances this effect. Fresh air, often cooler and less polluted than urban air, encourages slower and fuller breaths. When you inhale steadily and exhale fully, the body shifts toward a calmer physiological state. Oxygen flows more efficiently, and tension gradually decreases. Nature does not demand attention in sharp or urgent ways. It offers steady sensory input, soft light, layered sound, organic textures that the human body has adapted to over thousands of years. In these surroundings, vigilance eases. Within trees, open skies, and flowing water, many people experience a subtle but powerful feeling, the sense that they are safe. Not because nothing changes, but because change happens gently and predictably. In that quiet stability, the mind finds rest, and the body remembers how to relax. Nature carries a quiet message within all its movements. Everything follows a cycle. Day turns into night, tides rise and fall, seasons rotate in steady succession. Growth is followed by rest, bloom by fading, warmth by cold, and then warmth again. Nothing remains fixed in a single state. Change is not an interruption of order, it is part of the order itself. In forests, leaves emerge in spring, flourish in summer, and drift to the ground in autumn. What falls does not disappear, it becomes nourishment for future life. In oceans, waves form, crest, and dissolve back into water. Each ending quietly prepares a beginning. The rhythm continues without urgency or regret. This cyclical pattern holds an important reminder: no condition lasts forever. Just as winter eventually softens into spring, periods of difficulty also shift with time. Feelings, even intense ones, move through phases. Worry may feel overwhelming in a moment, but like weather, it changes. The natural world demonstrates that permanence belongs to the cycle itself, not to any single phase within it. Nature also teaches calm acceptance. Trees do not resist autumn. Rivers do not resist gravity. The moon does not resist its orbit. Each element moves within its role without tension. There is steadiness in that acceptance, a quiet trust in the unfolding process. By observing these patterns, you may begin to sense a similar rhythm within yourself. Emotions rise and fall. Energy expands and recedes. Experiences begin and end. When you recognize this flow, it becomes easier to meet change with patience. The deeper message of nature is not dramatic. It is simple and steady. Life moves in cycles, nothing is fixed forever. And calm awareness allows you to move with those cycles rather than against them. In that understanding, there is space for peace. Throughout these reflections, one theme remains constant. Nature moves slowly, harmoniously, and persistently. Mountains rise over millions of years. Rivers carve valleys through steady flow. Forests grow through quiet cooperation beneath the soil. Oceans expand beyond the horizon, and the sky stretches endlessly above. Nothing in the natural world hurries. Yet everything progresses. Strength is built through patience. Balance is maintained through rhythm. The vastness of the ocean, the openness of the sky, and the depth of forests and mountains offer more than beauty. They provide perspective. In their presence, human concerns often feel lighter, not because they are dismissed, but because they are placed within a larger frame. Immensity has a calming effect. It reminds you that life unfolds within something expansive and enduring. Nature demonstrates that motion and stillness can coexist. Activity does not require chaos. Change does not require panic. Across landscapes and seasons, processes continue steadily, guided by patterns refined over time. There is reassurance in that consistency. As you step away from these pages, Allow your mind to follow that natural rhythm. Let your thoughts move more slowly. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs fully. Exhale gently, releasing tension from your shoulders and jaw. Notice the steadiness beneath you, the quiet pulse within your body. You are part of the same world that shapes mountains and guides migrating birds. The same rhythms that move oceans also move your breath. Allow yourself to rest within that understanding. Slow down, soften, and give yourself permission to pause, to breathe, and simply to be. In conclusion, these 10 chapters remind us that nature operates slowly, consistently, and in harmony. Mountains are formed over millions of years. Rivers shape valleys through persistence. Forests communicate beneath the soil, and animals move according to ancient rhythms. Everything follows cycles. Nothing lasts forever, not even our worries. The vast ocean, the open sky, and the quiet forest give us perspective and peace. They show us that strength can be gentle, that growth takes time, and that rest is part of life's design. As we leave this presentation, I invite you to carry one simple practice with you. Breathe deeply, slow your thoughts, relax your body, and allow yourself to move with the natural rhythm of life. Sometimes, the greatest lesson nature offers is permission, to pause, to trust the process, and to simply be.